Good evening, Revere sports fans, and welcome to Falcon Stadium in Danvers, Massachusetts for a Northeast Conference football tilt between the Revere High Patriots and the Falcons of Danvers High School. It's another day in the traveling road show of the Revere High Patriots, who don't have a home. They're the nomads of the Northeast Conference, and this is their fourth straight road game. They're listed as the home team, and the Falcons 0-3. Revere High comes in at 1-2 after losing to Winthrop last week. Danvers lost to Swampscott, but both teams are sky high, and we're playing on Thursday night due to the Jewish holiday tomorrow. And we have a sparse crowd. But they're going to be cheering their teams on. Danvers has the band. We have the cheerleaders. And this time we're going to rise for the national anthem.
For the playing of our national anthem by the Danvers High School Falcon Marching Band.
Okay, we're going to play some football here in Danvers tonight. It is a beautiful night for a high school football game. Temperatures in the high 50s, clear skies. The rain of the last 2 days has ended. And this should be a good game. Like I said, Revere's 1-2, Danvers 0-3, but Coach Ciccatelli, I was talking to him earlier today, and he said that 0-3 record should be taken with a little grain of salt because Danvers has lost to three of the top teams in the NEC. Marblehead, which is ranked 6th in the state, Beverly, which has a very good team, and Swampscott, who also has a very good team. So Danvers has played the Iron. Revere has played Malden, Medford, and Winthrop. And it was just a lackluster performance against Winthrop. I compare it to the Patriots' performance against Kansas City. It just nothing worked for the Patriots and our Patriots, and they ended up on the losing end. But they're 1-2. They're going to kick off. To the Falcons. Number 63, Jose Saya, is going to kick off. Picked up by number 5, Chris Valles. Wow. You know, still missed tackles by Revere on the kickoff. He runs it back 40 yards.
There is a flag on the field.
It's a yellow flag on the field. This might be coming back. And if it is, Revere has lucked out. So Danvers holds on the opening kickoff and saves Revere 40 yards. You have to tackle with your arms. You can't tackle by just pushing somebody. Okay, here come the Falcons on offense. This is Peter DiGiulio. My partner, Mike Hinojosa, is going to be delayed tonight. So I'm going to try to do it alone for the first half or so. Okay. Danvers in the gun. Gets it out to the line of scrimmage, and he's immediately tackled. by number 52, Andre Amato. Quarterback is number 5, Nick Andreas. He's in the gun again. He takes the ball, hands it off to his halfback, number 31. He's a freshman, Richie Martino. Tackle made by number 12, Michael Norton. Okay, Danvers going without a huddle. Quarterback number 9 back in the gun. Takes it, fakes the handoff, runs around to the right, lofts a pass, and it's incomplete. So, 3 and out, and Revere's going to get the ball. So Revere gives up 40 yards on the kickoff. Has to come back because of a holding penalty. And now they're going to get the ball. James Furlong, number 3, back to receive the punt. Bouncing snap. And the ball hits and takes a Danvers bounce. Rolls back to about the 34-yard line. So Revere's going to be in business at the 34-yard line of 35 of Revere, 1st and 10. We got Danny Murphy at quarterback. Usual cast of characters. Thank God Caleb Silva is back. Best runner that Revere has, best player that Revere has actually. He was out for the whole second half of the Winthrop game. So Murphy's under center. He takes the snap, hands it off to Silva. Silva gets maybe 2. It's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 9. Silva's been the workhorse since the beginning of the year. To come back to the line. Because you got Jerome Berry split to the left. Danny's under center. Gives it off to Michael Norton, and Norton gets
taken down for a loss.
Norton takes a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
3rd down and 12.
I see Emily DiGiulio coming up the stairs. And she's not in a good mood. Okay, here comes. Murph is in the gun. Escapes tackle, throws it, intercepted by number 31, Richie Martino. Rich Martino runs it back to about midfield. Martino, again, the only freshman on the team at Danvers. And now Danvers is going to take over at midfield. Well, actually at the 43-yard line. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye. You want to say something? Okay, here comes Danvers. 2nd time they have the ball. And off he gets stacked up. Danvers hasn't been able to move the ball.
Martino on the carry. Gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Nick Andreas at quarterback. He's pulling a little Peyton Manning by talking to his line. He's in the gun, hands it off to Martino. Martino can't get anywhere. Spinning his wheels.
Martino on the carry.
Number of the Revere players are wrapped in pink tonight. It's October, and that's breast cancer awareness. And a lot of kids, a lot of teams go all out to demonstrate their support for the breast cancer awareness movement. Revere's always been good at that. Okay, Andreas gets the ball. He gets hit as he throws. But it's caught by Chris Vallis on the sideline for a first down. He drags 3 Revere tacklers about 3 yards, and he's not very tall. Chris Vallis, he's listed at 5'10", 170. Liar, pants on fire as far as that, because he's no 5'10". Okay, Andreas takes the ball and he keeps it, but he's brought down immediately by number 44, Stevie Noel, one of the best tacklers on the team. Here they go, without a huddle again. Andreas is in the gun, takes the snap, rolls around to the right, fires one, and it's broken up. Broken up by 23, I believe. Jake Noftley. Okay, it's third down. 3rd and 8. Andreas hasn't got out of the gun yet. No huddle. Waiting for the snap. Takes it. Goes around to the right, then back to the left. He gets hassled and he has to throw it out of bounds. 4th down and 8. Ball is on the 20, so obviously Danvers is going to go for it because they're deep in Revere territory. And again, they're going to go without a huddle. Andreas takes the snap. Runs around to the right. He's getting chased. He gets hit as he tries to release the ball. It's a fumble on 4th down. So no matter who gets it, Revere's going to retain the ball. And Revere's defense is coming up. Danvers had one long run, one pass. That set of downs, and now Revere's going to get the ball for the second time. It's going to be on the 24, their own 24-yard line. He was hit by Captain Brandon Brito. Shot the ball loose. Here comes Danny Murphy. He's on the center. Takes the snap. Hands off to Caleb Silva, but Danvers is wise to that move and is immediately tackled for no gain. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Actually, it's a 4-yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd and 14. And Revere has run about 7 plays, and they've all been the same. So we got to put a little variety in there.
2nd down and 14.
Danvers is sniffing out every play. Okay, here they come. Danny's going to be in the gun. Shotgun, he takes it. Michael Norton fumbles the handoff. Revere recovers. Norton recovered his own fumble. It's going to be 3rd down and a bunch. 3rd down and 22.
It's going to be 3rd down and 24.
Actually, 24. So Revere got themselves in a hole. And like Mike and I say all the time, turnovers turn into trouble. An interception, a fumble now in the first 2 possessions. And Revere finds himself on the 10-yard line with 24 yards for the first down. Murphy takes it around the end. He gains back about 12, 13 of the yards, but it's still going to be 4th and 11. And they're going to have to punt. You're watching Revere TV. Channels 8, 9, and 22 on your cable box. We get everything you want. You tune in, and you'll be surprised at what you see. Community service, community events, movies, old movies, wrestling on Wednesday nights and Saturdays with the Boston Bad Boy. Morris with Veterans Affairs and just everything. I mean, when you turn it on, you'll be surprised at what you see. The Revere TV executive director Bob Dunbar, they cover a lot of the stuff. He was at the senior center this week. They cover the events that Revere has, the memorial for the young kids that have died because of drugs. They covered the car show the other day at the Whalen School. There's a lot of stuff out there. Revere TV, tune it in. It's worthwhile. Okay. So Matt Andrews picks up the ball at about the 45-yard line, and he gets tackled at the 47. So Danvers is going to have the ball for the third time tonight, and they're going to start near midfield. See the Malone sitting in front of me, Assistant Superintendent Chris Malone and his son. This is their hometown. What's your name? Matthew. Matt Malone. Come out to watch the Patriots. Andreas sets up. Number 5 was wide open on the sideline. Gains about 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. It is a first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Danvers at the Revere 45. Andreas hands it off to Martino. Martino tries to. Martino gains about 2. Talented freshman. Andreas in the gun, no huddle. Danvers hasn't had a huddle yet. He's getting chased down. Chris Vallis is his favorite target, and he gunned that ball after being chased by 2 Revere defenders. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Gets the ball in the gun. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to have a 1st down. Nick Andreas. Nick Andreas is a 6'2", 208-pound senior quarterback, and his brother, number 10, Matt Andreas. He airs it out. Andreas airs it out into the corner right near the pylon, and it's incomplete. That was intended for James English. He was guarded closely by, by number 33, Jerome Berry. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for Danvers. Martino's in the backfield with Andreas. Andreas drops back, then runs to the right. Try to go around the corner. He's being pursued, and they force him out of bounds. After about a 4-yard gain, 5-yard gain.
Rangers picks up about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Danvers Stadium is one of the typical Northeast Conference stadiums of the past. Just not really good conditions here. But I understand that they're getting a new track and a new turf, like most of the other NEC schools as Revere is. I mean, I went past the stadium today, and they're starting to put up the stands. So it's taking shape. Okay, the handoff is to Martino. He's got a 1st down.
There is a flag on the play.
There's a flag where usually it's holding. We'll see. Revere has already benefited from a a Danvers flag earlier in the game. Well, we're going to see now. Waiting for the ref to, that's going to go against Danvers. It's going to be a big one. So,
That's holding against the Falcons.
10-yard penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 15. Andreas and Martino in the backfield. Nothing has changed. He drops back, and number 10, Matt Andreas, his brother. There's going to be a fight at home tonight because he just dropped a perfect pass, and he had plenty of yardage that he could have picked up. 4th and 15. Danvers has shot itself in the foot every time it's had the ball. They're yet to huddle. Andreas comes up and gets himself in the gun. Martino's on his right. His brother is split right. He drops back. He guns it to the end zone, and it's going to be overthrown, and Revere's going to get the ball again. So miscues and foul-ups and penalties have contributed to a 0-0 score. So 3:01 left in the first period. Both teams error-prone, and Revere's going to get the ball back. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line, their own 32. Like I said before, it is a perfect high school football night. There's a chill in the air. It's October. There's leaves on the stands. There's another leaf on the stands. Bob Dunbar takes one off the tree and throws it at me. But you know something? I love this weather. The field's damp from the last couple of days, but it is the great. You could just smell it in the air. You could smell that it's football, whether you smell the leaves. It's the fall. Can't believe it's already October 2nd. Timeout Revere as they come over to the sideline, and look, Coach Lou Ciccatelli, like to see him put a couple of wrinkles into the offense. Okay, Murphy's going to be in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers split. He's got Noel, he's got Berry, he's got Caleb Silva. He throws it out to
Dan Murphy's pass complete to number 23, Caleb Silva.
throws a little out pass to Caleb Silva. He picks up about 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2. And I think that's the largest gain Revere's had so far tonight. Go to your horse, Silva. Here comes Michael Norton into the game. I personally like to see Dan Murphy throw the ball more. He can move the ball. Maybe Caleb, who had a hip pointer last game, might be a little bit sensitive, but he's out for this play. Revere has James Furlong in the backfield. Okay, Danny takes the ball. He goes around the corner, goes around to the right. Danny Murphy cut right, went around the corner, and gained 40 yards. He's into deep Danvers territory at the 28-yard line of Danvers. Danny Murphy fast. Once he gets a little track, he can go. And he did on that play. He was tackled by Josh Manzanello from Danvers. And Revere is knocking on the door.
First down Revere from the Danvers 28-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 Revere. Getting a little crazy now with the offense. Running and throwing and keeping Danvers off guard. Silva takes it and gets maybe to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Murph over talking to Coach Chick. Comes in with the play. Something we haven't seen from Danvers. They must be calling the plays from the sidelines because they haven't had a huddle yet. Here we go. Murphy's right under center. He's going to take the snap. Caleb Silva in motion. Danny keeps the ball, cuts back. Gets maybe a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 9 for the Patriots. Less than a minute left in the first quarter. Still no score here. 3rd and 7. Ball on the 28.
Game of 4. 3rd down and 6.
Stevie Noel checking into the game. James Furlong checks out. Come up to the line. Murphy's going to be tight on the center. Takes a snap. Pitches it out to Silva. Silva goes to the right. He gets tripped up after gaining about a yard, and it's still going to be 3rd and 5. Penalty flag. Again, it's holding against the Revere High Patriots. I'm not so sure what the Danvers coach is going to do. If he takes it, it's still 3rd down. If he refuses it, it's going to be 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
First quarter's done. It says 11.6 on the clock, but evidently the time is being kept on the field by the refs. And after 1 quarter of play, it's Revere 0, Danvers 0. In a game where the teams have moved the ball between the 20s but can't do anything once they get into the red zone. This is Peter DiGiulio at Falcon Stadium in Danvers for Revere TV. Interested in learning how to work a camera? Interested in producing your own show? Interested in learning how to edit? Go on to reveretv.org. Or call Revere TV and talk to Bob Dunbar. He's the executive director, producer, chief bottle washer. And he'll hook you up. There's spots open. He needs people. We get you out to do a couple of games. The basketball and hockey seasons are a short way away. So let's get you hooked up with Revere TV.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 17 for Revere.
Okay. Danvers did take the penalty, so it's Revere's ball. 3rd and 17. Murphy hands the ball underneath to Furlong. James Furlong gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard. And it's going to be 4th down. The ball is at the Danvers 35. But Revere's going to punt and try to bury the Falcons deep in their own territory. Caleb Silva, nice boot. Number 10, Matt Andreas, the quarterback's brother, calls a fair catch at the 10-yard line. 1st and 10, Danvers. Both teams have moved the ball, like I said, between the 20s, but nobody's been able to put it in the end zone yet. So let's see what Revere's defense can do. I'm impressed with Danvers' offense with this no huddle. They just keep coming with plays. Obviously, they're being sent in from the sideline. But Nick Andreas that is in the gun. He takes the ball. He hands it off to Martino. Martino gets maybe a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Danvers is already lined up. Andreas waits for the ball. He has Martino in the backcourt. In the backfield. There's my basketball. Chris Vallis takes the pass. He gains about 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Again, deja vu with Danvers. Same setup. Richie Martino, the freshman, has a first down. And the Falcons are lining up before Revere even gets up off the ground. Amazing to me that a high school team can run all these plays without having a huddle. Hands off to Martino, and he gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage, but they let him get away. Just some real poor tackling by the Patriots tonight. We have a classy fan in front of us. Okay, here comes Andreas. They draw Revere offside. You know, after having to line up every time with an offense that doesn't have a huddle, Revere finally gave in and jumped before the snap. And there's Danvers again, right down in it. Here's Andreas. He's in the gun. He hands it off underneath to Martino. Martino goes right up the middle. He gets to midfield, and it's going to be a first down for Danvers. Danvers has another first down. Okay, we're calling timeout Revere. We got to slow this Falcons offense down a little bit. It doesn't seem like Revere's ready for the snap at any time. 8:38 left in the second quarter. Still no score. Comes Caleb Silva back in the game. Number 10, Matt Andreas, lined up opposite Silva. His brother takes the ball, is going to look downfield for him, and he overthrows him. Caleb stayed with him step for step. It's going to be 2nd and 10. It's good down to throw deep. Really nothing to lose. That's the only thing that slows down the Danvers offense is a long pass like that because it takes time for the ball to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes Danvers again. Down and dirty. Hand off to Martino. They miss tackles on Martino again. He breaks loose. Cuts to the right, cuts back to the left. It's a 34-yard gain. He gets tackled by Stevie Noel, the best tackler on the team. And before we can get a player off the field, Danvers has the ball snapped again. Gets tackled by Noel again. Martino, but not before he gets 4 or 5 yards. 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Danvers keeps at it. Here comes the snap. Hand underneath to Martino. Revere has to be more diligent about their tackling. I think. Martino again for gain of 3. Third and long 2. Tackle was by Anthony DiStefano. Danvers throws it out to Martino, and he's in. Well, that's not Martino. That's number. That's James English with the touchdown pass from Andreas. Revere has tackled poorly tonight. They keep stopping somebody initially and then letting them go. 6-0 Danvers. They fake it. Andreas is the holder. Throws it into the end zone, and it's knocked down by Jerome Berry. So we're coming back up the field. It's Danvers 6, Revere 0. 7:38 left in the first half. And Revere has some soul searching to do about tackling. They haven't been able to tackle consistently, and they let a winless Danvers team drive 80 yards for the score. But they're going to get the ball back, and they've been moving the ball well themselves, so we'll see what they do. It's Revere TV. All the action, catch it. Channel 8, 9, and 22. 22 is the Revere channel. You'll find Chris Malone on there at the school committee meetings, sitting right in front of me with his son Matt. This no-huddle offense is befuddling the Revere defense. They just can't seem to get set. They're a step behind. But it's something you have to come to realize that that's the way it's going to be for the rest of the game. Danvers is pretty successful at it. Number 45, Josh Manzanillo, is going to kick off to Caleb Silva. A little more than a line drive kick. Michael Norton trips, then picks it up.
Kick is picked up at the 5-yard line.
And he gets buried inside the 5-yard line. Michael Norton picked it up. I don't think he had really a choice. It was gonna be dead there. So he picked it up and tried to advance it and didn't get very far. So it's going to be Revere ball, 1st and 10 at their own 5. Okay, we got to get out of the hole here. He's got 2 backs with him in the backfield, Murphy and number 57, Drew Salvo, shot the gap.
Tackle made by number 23, John Thomas. It's a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12 from the 3-yard line.
And tackled Murph inside the 3-yard line. So now it's 1st and 13 from the 3. And we got to get out of this hole. Okay, Stevie Noel is split to the left. Jerome Berry split to the right.
Flag on the field.
Whistles, flags, bells, everything else. Might be illegal procedure against Revere. They might have jumped early. It's half the distance to the goal. Now they're going to be on the 1.5.
It's going to be half the distance back to the goal line.
It's going to be 1st and almost 15 for the Patriots.
2nd down and about 13 and a half.
Okay, here they come to the line. Murphy's right on the center. Takes the snap. We need to get out of it. Hands it off to Silva. He gets probably 3 or 4 yards, maybe right back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 23, Caleb Silva.
It's going to be 3rd down and 12.
Around 3.5. Back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
Murph brings a play into the game. Revere's down 6-0. They're buried in Danvers territory, in their own territory. Here they come to the line. Caleb Silva split far to the left. He's got 5 receivers split. Gets it to Norton. Norton gets back.
Pass complete to number 12, Mike Norton.
There's my pal Mike.
Gain of 6. It's going to be 4th down and 4.
Michael Hinojosa in the house.
Hi, Peter.
What's going on? We were having a tough time tackling tonight, Mike. Caleb Silva punts the ball out of bounds. Danvers is going to have great field position. We've just been moving the ball between the 20s, Mike, and we can't seem to put it in. You know, so.
Well, 6-0. From what I understand, Danvers has a pretty good team. So,
well, they're actually 0-3, but they lost to 3 of the top teams in the NEC: Beverly, Marblehead, and Swampscott. But you know, again, turnovers. We had an interception when we were on a good drive. We had a fumble deep in our own territory. So shooting yourself in the foot. But what's impressive about Danvers, Mike, is that they haven't huddled yet. It's almost there's 5 minutes left in the half, and they've run every play without a huddle. I know somehow it's coming in from the sideline, but they don't give Revere a chance to get set. And it's been pretty successful. And there's Andreas throwing the ball downfield.
well, that looked like good coverage there.
That was 81 James English that it was intended for. And that was Dan Murphy who covered.
Now intended for James English, incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
This kid's got a pretty good arm, Mike, but watch them. They just keep running without a huddle.
Yeah.
They hand it off underneath to number 31. Richie Martino, Mike, he's a freshman.
A freshman?
Yeah. Number 31 is a freshman. Actually, he's the only freshman on their roster. And he's been running amok. See?
Yep.
They don't give us a chance to get ready defensively. I mean, that's no excuse, but Martino's in for the touchdown.
Yeah. Well, they had 3 missed tackles in the background there.
Well, that's been the story of the night, Mike. Missed tackles. They missed the tackle on the very first, on the kickoff. And there was a 50-yard game, but it was called back because of a holding on the very first play of the game.
That looks like a Falcon touchdown. He got in, folks.
I thought he got in, Mike, and that's 12-0. Danvers, and now Revere hasn't scored for a long time.
Well, again, Peter, the defense just got back on the field. They look tired.
Yep. They are tired. There's no chance to replace them. The kick is up, and it is good by number 85, Mike Nestor, and Revere's down 13-0. Doesn't
Peter,
help that you're away from home every game.
No, I'm sure it doesn't. But not to get off football for a second, but I know we were very impressed with last week's band. Now that's a band, Peter.
Well, let me tell you something. Danvers has always had a good band, and a band adds something. Revere hasn't had a band for a long time. Was there a band at Revere High School when you went there?
There was.
Yeah, it was. What was his name? Ritter. The guy's name was Ritter.
Yeah.
He was the director of the band. It wasn't a great band.
They did the best they could with the 8 kids that they had.
Exactly. I remember the song that they used to play. But you know something, Mike? Revere has to pull themselves together now or at halftime, or it's going to be another embarrassing loss. I was by the stadium today, was riding by the stadium. They got the stands going up.
It is going to be nice looking, Peter, when it's finished.
Okay, Caleb Silva drops the ball and tries to pick it up. Doesn't seem... Mike, there were 8 Danvers players in on him. Did anybody block up here? Was anybody blocked?
I don't know.
I know he fumbled the ball, but I mean 8 players in on him. So Revere has terrible field position again at the 15, and they just have to start doing something.
They stopped playing some football here.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
not.
When's the last time they scored a touchdown? I'm trying to think. It was in the first half of the game that they lost 14-7. So they've gone four quarters against Winthrop, almost 2 quarters here, and 7 quarters that they haven't scored. Okay, Murphy keeps the ball around to their left. He's going to go around, and he's going to. Yep. He's the only one that has been gaining yardage for them tonight. Caleb Silva hasn't been himself. Maybe he's still injured from last week.
That was number 7, Dan Murphy on the bootleg.
But Murphy had a 45-yard run in the first half to about the 20-yard line, and then they stall there.
Well, I like that play. And like we said last week, you know what? When you have the kind of speed that Silva has and Murphy has, we talked a little bit about the option.
And Furlong's fast, and Stevie Noel is fast.
So it's got to be a little bit of misdirection,
Exactly. Do something that's going to throw the other team off.
But
this is Revere TV, guys. We travel everywhere. Next week, I believe we're at Swampscott. I'm not positive about that. But Mike, I was saying, what a night for football. Huh? I mean, high school football. The leaves are turning color. It's nice and chilly.
This is football weather, right?
There's a band at the game. This is high school football. Thursday night crowd is small, but okay, Murphy takes the ball. He's going to go up the middle himself. He gets stacked up and pushed back at the line of scrimmage.
Peter, why are we playing on Thursday night?
Because tomorrow's a Jewish holiday.
Oh, yeah.
So it's Yom Kippur. So last Thursday and Friday we had days off because last Thursday was the first Jewish holiday, Jewish New Year, and Friday was also a Jewish holiday. So we had 2 days off. I had a chance to go up and see my son, at Syracuse, so it was a good day for me. But Thursday night, frees you up for Friday night, go to Topsfield Fair, opening night. Hands up the middle to
Number 3,
James Furlong, the diminutive James Furlong, who
3rd down and 9.
is giving all he got every time he gets the ball. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Revere. I need a little more variety on offense, Mike.
Well,
it's not like you don't have the tools. You got 4 or 5 pretty good athletes.
yeah, I know it's easy for. I mean, every time they get
Yeah,
stopped,
I know.
we're like, they should have did something else. I mean, that's
I know.
always hindsight.
Well,
and every
he's got-
time they have a big gain, we're always like, yeah, that's what it is.
He's
But
got 4 receivers split now. Danvers just getting in on him. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage.
yeah,
It's going to be 4th and 8.
It's a sack by number 59, Joe O'Donnell. It's going to be 4th down. And
Okay, Silva's going to drop back and punt for the 5th time in the first half.
2:25. That gives them plenty of time, especially
Yeah,
in the huddle up offense.
It gives Danvers plenty of time. Number 10 is back. That's Matt Andreas. He's the brother of the quarterback, Nick. Caleb Silva had about a 12-yard punt the last time. He gets a good one off this time. It's going to hit the ground. Going to take it's just going to stop.
A neutral bounce.
Or it was, yeah. That was
Like a Mickelson pitching wedge
a
there.
Switzerland bounce. Didn't go either way. And Danvers is going to get the ball back with good field position at the
Mike Nestor,
35-yard line.
please check your phone.
Okay, here we go. Nothing different. Nick Andreas is in the gun. Runs it straight up the gut. And he gets
It's on the key.
about 3.
And it's 3.
Right back in. Revere's got to hustle and get their players off the field, or they're going to end up having too many men. 1:59 left in the half. Danvers is up 13-zip.
Uh-oh.
Nick throws the ball, and he overthrows number 5, Chris Callis. Mike was stagnant.
Yeah.
I mean,
that kid just went right by that safety like he was standing.
Something's got to mix it up. If that kid threw a good pass, it's 20-0. Okay, runs around to the right, throws it on the run, gets it to his brother, number 10, Matt Andreas.
First down to number 10, Matt Andreas.
They're making it look easy, Mike.
Yep.
They're making it look really easy.
No, that was a little down and out. Everybody's been running that since Papuana.
Yeah. Julius Caesar ran that with Tiberius. Okay. Andreas is going to be brought down by number 44, the best tackler on the team, Stevie Noel.
And maybe the smallest kid on the team, too.
Yeah. But you know something? He's a power pack in hockey. It's going to be his lacrosse team this year. Unfortunately, they don't have a lot of players, but he's going to be the captain of the lacrosse team. And he plays football here. He's the best tackler on the team. Okay, Andreas is in the gun again. Hasn't changed since the first play of the game. He runs it to the right. He gets tackled again. He gets brought down by
maybe a timeout
again. Andreas brought down by number 22, Jake Knopfel.
Jake Knopfel brings him down.
Yeah, now they're in no hurry.
Stevie Noel was in on that tackle too. Stevie Noel is Revere's Luke Kuechly. He's in on every tackle. Okay,
he's got to be leading.
What is it?
55.
Yep, it's 55 seconds left in the half. Clock's on a run. Danvers quarterback. Doing his Peyton Manning impression, talking to every lineman.
They're going to have to run a play. You know what? Let's stop him here. Call a timeout. Make
Third
him punt
and
it.
28.
See
Exactly. Yep.
You know,
maybe you can get a run back. You know, I mean, Caleb Silva is capable of running the ball back.
You're going to end up with 30 seconds on the clock. Maybe in very good field position. You know, maybe it's 2 completions away, you know.
See, bus driver extraordinaire Jimmy Nigro up against the fence with Stevie Noel's dad. Here we come. 42 seconds left in the half. It's the first time Danvers is huddled on a play tonight. They come to the line, and they're going to be ready to go. So Revere better be down in the stance and ready to go, because Nick Andreas is going to take the snap immediately. There it is. He fades back, throws it on the out.
Timeout.
To his brother.
Timeout.
He's tackled by Caleb Silva.
Why?
It's going to be 4th-31.
Peter,
I know. Twittering away 30
we're
seconds.
not calling a timeout. We don't want them to punt the ball.
Well, like we always say, we're behind the mic. We don't have the clipboard, but you know something? I'm calling a timeout with 35 seconds left. Now there's a flag for delay a game.
That's a delay a game, Falcons.
7.9
I guess they're going
seconds.
to still have to punt it, Peter. And
Yep, they are.
But
And we could have stopped it. We could have gotten the ball back. Okay.
Let's let him field one right here. This is what we want. Field a punt.
That's a good punt.
Peter, he let 33 let him run right. Didn't even
Exactly.
hit anybody.
That's the end of the half, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, wait.
first half.
A lackluster half, to say the least.
Peter, that ball landed right where he was standing.
Yep. Mike,
Ladies and gentlemen, we have
Oh,
listen, we're under a tree. We got a great,
Leave the change
we got a
in.
great location, but you know something, Mike? A disappointing first half in a lot of ways, as far as I'm concerned. Poor tackling, and I hate to be negative, but there's not a lot to be positive about.
Well, again, I just got here with a few minutes left.
No, but for the time you were here,
Yeah. But somebody, again, we talked about it last week. Someone's got to get up and hit somebody, make a block, do something, make a little
they
contact.
seem,
Yeah.
I don't want to say uninterested, but they seem like they don't know what they're doing. Like they don't want to block. Like they don't. They better come back in the second half. This game is still winnable. They're not playing the best team in the state. They have to come back and play some football.
Agreed.
Okay.
Agreed.
Okay. This Mike Enos and Pete DiGiulio at Danvers. We'll be back for the second half. Revere TV, your source in Revere for everything you want. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Pete DiGiulio, Mike Enos at Danvers Stadium. Revere High School against Danvers High School. Revere's down 13-0, and Danvers is going to kick the ball off to Revere. It's a low.
Just get on it. Just get on
James
it. There we go.
Furlong falls on it at about the 24-yard line. Actually, yes. 24-yard line. Mike, Revere better come loaded for the second half. Because that first half was dismal.
Well, I think they played much better in the second half against Winthrop, and
Yeah, they did. Yep.
And I've heard some of Chick's speeches before, and he does a great job motivating the kids.
Yeah, we talked
so,
about it.
Yep.
You can't play for him. We've said that before. He can coach him, he can talk to him, but he can't play for him. Oh, here we go. Murphy's in the gun.
Michael. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, he keeps it. The line isn't giving him any help, Mike.
No.
Loss of 3.
Somebody's got to want to block somebody there. That was that option play, Peter, I think.
Yes, sir.
Maybe that doesn't work after I've called for it.
No, you're right. I agree.
I
agree. But Revere's been buried in their own territory most of the game. They're playing like the pro Patriots played Sunday on Monday.
I heard they reached out to Bledsoe.
Yeah. Oh. I think that's going to be.
That's going to be 15 yards, Peter.
For Revere.
Yes.
Roughing the passer. Or roughing. What is it? What do they call it? Extracurricular, whatever.
Yeah. And that's going to be a first down, Peter. That was great.
Is.
Ball slipped out of Murphy's hands.
Yep. That would have been on ESPN's Fun Flubbies. But, this is about the third time that Danvers has bailed Revere out and they haven't been able to capitalize. So let's see if they do it now. You and I love this team. We love Revere High School. But we can't be homers to the point where we're going to lie about what's happening in front of our eyes. No offense to Chick or no offense to the kids. We love them all, but they're going to start playing better. Hands the ball off. Revere's not getting anywhere.
No.
There's no blocking.
No, and no hole, Peter. That's for sure.
No,
you're right.
There's no hole at all. No blocking and no tackling. And it's hard to win a game when there's no blocking and no tackling. 9:31 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 12 from their own 28. Murphy takes the snap, throws it across the middle.
That was a good pass, Peter. Just went right through his
Yep.
hands. Yep.
Caleb Silva should have pulled it in. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
But that, again, Peter, that's the 1 inch that we need. You know what I'm saying? That's the one play that we need to. You know what I'm saying?
He
That's
catches
little
that. It's a
extra
first
effort.
down, and you're rolling. Now it's 3rd and 12. He's stuck in the mud. Come up with a big play here. Murphy's in the shotgun. He's got Caleb Silva behind him. He's going to throw a little pass to Silva. He gets tackled. Maybe just getting back to the line of scrimmage. Something's wrong with Caleb Silva, Mike. He must be injured from last week. That's not the Caleb Silva that I saw against Medford. It's not the Caleb Silva that I saw against Malden. Something's up. But he has to punt.
It's tough too, Peter, when you're not, there are no holes there and you're getting pounded.
Just gets the ball off. It's going to take a Revere bounce.
Oh, that was a good
It's going to
Revere
take a
bounce.
great Revere bounce. And it's going to get to about the 25-yard line. 22, it's going to be Falcon ball. And be prepared for no huddle. Revere.
About a 50-yard punt, Peter.
Yep.
30 in the air, 20 on the ground.
Exactly. I was just going to say 20 on the ground. And here they come. Watch them, Mike. It's amazing. They're ready to go. And Revere's been out there, and Revere has to be ready to go. I hate to be redundant. They ought to be ready to go.
Still on his feet.
It's going to be a hold for Danvers.
Yeah.
After about a 3-yard gain, Danvers was holding.
There is a flag on the play. It's a block in the back against the Falcons.
They're trying their hardest to keep us in this game, though, Peter. 15
I tell you,
yards.
before you came in the first half, they shot themselves in the foot many times, and they do it again. It's going to be 1st and 25 or 1st and 20
Ball's on the 15-yard line.
from the 15-yard
First
line.
down and 15.
He gets it out.
Screen.
It's a cold night, Mike.
Yep.
The hands are cold.
Pass intended for number 5.
It's going to be a disadvantage for the Patriots because if you want to start throwing the ball rather than run it,
Second down, 15.
when you have to come from behind. 8:15 left in the third quarter. Danvers just running constant plays. Kid Martino, freshman, gets around to the left. He gets tackled by 3 or 4 Revere players. James Furlong, Noftley.
Half the Revere team there.
Norton was in on that tackle. And now here we go right away. They don't give Revere a chance to get anybody on the field, to get set. He's in the gun. And he goes around to the right. And he gets it out. Same play he's thrown 5 times tonight. To his brother.
Incomplete.
It's incomplete. We were blocked out by the Revere team. It's going to be 4th and 8, and Revere's going to get the ball back. And this is what Danvers done 3 or 4 times already. Giving Revere the ball back, can they take advantage? They should have pretty good field position. Now, they've been buried since the beginning of the second quarter. They're going to get the ball back, maybe in Danvers territory.
Well,
Nice punt.
Oy.
Gets a neutral bounce. Yeah, Mike.
Crosses the 50-yard line. It's gonna be
We're on the same wavelength. Get the ball.
7.
Get the ball. You're playing football. So they have great field position. They're at the 48-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Let's do something here. Let's move. 13-zip, very much still in this game. 7:34 left in the third quarter. There's Revere TV, Peter D. and Mike Hinojosa. Okay, Murph. He's right there on the center. He takes a quick snap, hands it off to Silva. Silva tries to turn and go up, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 1. It's been the same sad story.
Loss of a yard. Second down 11.
Second and 11. Jerome Berry split to the right. Furlong and Silva split to the left. Throws it across the middle. Nope, it's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 33.
Pass was intended for Jerome Anthony Berry, whose father we were just talking to at halftime here. He's a character. He's a great guy.
Third and 11.
He is a character. Would absolutely do anything for you.
Yeah, true gentleman.
Yeah, he's a gentleman. But I think Revere's playing too gentlemanly themselves. They have to get tough here. Murphy is in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers split. He had Stevie Noel behind him. And that's been the biggest ground gainer all night, Mike.
Yeah.
Murphy around to the left. He gets how many?
I don't know. It's gonna be 4th and 4.
So it's going to be 4th and 5. But there's a flag. It's going to be against Revere. And you know, both teams have hurt their chances. So they got 3rd down and 13. James Furlong comes out of the game. Nobody in the backfield with Murphy. He's in the shotgun. He's got 4 receivers. Danvers bringing him. Murphy throws it out. Almost intercepted.
Yeah.
And it's going to be 4th down. They're going to have to give the ball back, Mike.
Pass intended for number 33, Anthony Berry.
6:22 left in the third quarter.
Picked off by number 45, Josh Manzanello.
Danvers 13, Revere 0.
4th and 14.
So Silva drops back to punt for the 7th time tonight.
Peter, you know, they've gone almost 85 minutes without a touchdown.
Yep.
83 minutes.
He takes a snap.
And could be then some.
Oh, there's a flag.
There's a flag on the return.
That's Ricky Martino. Nope, that's Matt Andreas who took the punt. There's a flag. Or did he just throw it as a marker, Mike?
No, I thought it was a flag.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Flag is against the Falcons.
The hot dog spot.
And Mike, it happens again. What? Danvers
Shoots themselves in the foot.
Let me tell you. Both teams have really hindered progress the whole night long. Danvers, that's probably the 5th penalty on Danvers, and Revere has matched them. Penalty for penalty. Andreas in the shotgun. I can't say it enough. Revere jumped offside.
Flag is complete to James English up the left side.
Passes to English.
On the field.
He's got a 1st down. I think that was against Revere.
Well, if they didn't blow the whistle right there and then, right? It couldn't be a legal procedure because the whistle blows.
Offsides against Revere. That's going to be declined.
Oh, man. Okay. It's 1st down Danvers. It's about time that they held now and pull the play back again.
21-yard reception.
Man. No, thank you. That's a fumble. Revere. Looks like Revere has the ball. Danvers shoots himself again. Let me tell you.
And there are flags on the field.
Oh, man. These teams are sadists.
There's some little extracurricular activity going on
Yep.
way behind the play.
Yes. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. See what the refs sort out here. They're going to take the ball, and they're going to walk back towards Revere.
It's a personal foul against Revere. They will keep the ball, but it is a 15-yard penalty.
And here we go, Mike. Just another dumb play that could be avoided by just having a little patience. Somebody said something. Somebody did something. It happens every week.
48-yard line.
It looked like you went out to block him, Peter.
Yeah.
And then you took exception to the blocking.
You got to keep your head, especially being down. Here we go. Murphy takes the snap. And he's going to be buried behind the line of scrimmage. No, he gets away and throws it out of bounds. And there's
another
gonna be
flag.
Intentional grounding? No.
No, that's a personal
That's
foul.
going to be a personal foul against Danvers.
Hits it ahead, yeah. Everything they
It's
can.
a flag fest, Mike. It's unbelievable. It's just a flag fest. Neither team can deal with prosperity. And Danvers is going to be penalized again. Personal foul. 15 yards on number 73, White.
And we'll get it back to where we originally started.
Exactly.
Against the Falcons, that's a 15-yard penalty. It will result in a Revere first down.
Each team has a half a dozen 15-yard penalties. So Revere moves closer. They're in pretty good territory now. Good field position. It's going to be 1st and 10. Okay, Murphy, what is he going to do now? Surprise me, please. Norton's in motion. Murphy throws it across the middle. Oh, man. That was intended for Jerome Berry, but it was an errant pass.
Pass knocked down by number 59, Joe O'Donnell.
Okay, 2nd and 10. Mike, it's hard to watch sometimes.
Yep.
I mean, we know they can play better than this. We know that.
Peter, again, we got one-on-one coverage on the outside.
Exactly.
Throw a ball up in the air then.
The kid just fumbled. Number 12, Mike Morton falls on it to keep it.
You know, if we thought the team stunk, if we thought they didn't have any talent, it would be easier to watch. But we know these kids can play. We saw them play against Medford. They scored 35 points.
Oh, Chick he is screaming at his team right now.
They scored 35 points against Medford.
Third down and 18.
They haven't scored in 7 quarters. So Chick is mad because he knows his team can play.
Yep. He's pointing to the kids at the bench saying, pretty soon you guys will be watching the younger kids play.
They're not playing Everett. I mean, they're playing Danvers, an 0-3 team. So they should be able to move the ball. They should be able to score some points. Yeah, Lou's getting into their faces now. Because there's still time to win this game, Mike. There's still time to get back in. They score a touchdown here, kick the extra point, they're 6 points down.
And then he just shut it off and calmly just told Murph to play.
Yep.
I love his demeanor sometimes. I really do.
Oh, here we go.
Now let's see if the tongue lashing helped.
Mike, it's not that they're unprepared. He practices every day. He tells them, okay, it's overthrown.
Pass intended for number 23, Caleb Silva.
That pass was intended for Caleb Silva. It's 4th and 20.
It'll be 4th down and 18 for Revere.
They're going to punt. I would like to see them go for it, Mike. It's getting to that point. Caleb Silva is going to try to bury Danvers. Gets it off. Whoa, nice punt. It's going to go out of bounds at the 5-yard line, Mike. So
Inside the Falcon 10, right around the 7-yard line.
Danvers is going to have to go 95 yards to score. It's been a give and take second half.
The only time anybody's moving the ball is when they get hit with a 15-yard penalty.
Full of penalties. Just a messy game. All right, here comes Danvers. As soon as they get out there, they're going to set up a play. There he is. Omnipresent. Pitch it to Marino. Finally, Revere gets a clue and tackles Marino before he gains
10 yards, right?
Yeah.
It's a 2-yard gain.
I mean, you know where it's going most of the time. Again, hands it off to Martino. And he gets
Nice
buried at
play.
the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
So the Jekyll and Hyde Patriots
That's Martino again on the carry.
continue.
No gain. 3rd and 8.
Get ready. Get set. Here comes the
it's going to be
snap.
tiring on the offense, too. I mean,
Oh, I agree.
it's not an easy offense to run.
Takes the snap.
Oh, someone made a tackle. It looked
Exactly.
like Stevie Noel.
When in doubt, Stevie Noel will tackle a man for you.
How do you like this, Peter? We're going to get the ball right back, 3 and out.
They hit
It'll be 4th and 7 for
They
the
buried Martino on 3 straight plays. Okay, Danvers is going to have to punt.
Number 3, James Furlong.
James Furlong
3, Caleb Silva back for the Patriots.
and Caleb Silva are back at the Danvers 40-yard line.
Tom Dempsey
Takes a high snap. Dempsey gets
great
it off. Calls for a fair catch.
That's a fair catch at the 38-yard line of the Falcons.
So Revere's going to have fantastic field position.
They will take over 1st and 10.
And there's
Again.
still time, Mike. 3:38 left in the third quarter. Revere's trailing 13-0. This athletic
Sean
director
Hart.
Sean Hart not looking happy.
I think he sees something. I think he's going to go up and throw a few plays their way.
The last time he
Maybe.
was the offensive coordinator, they scored 35 points, Mike. Oh, here we go.
Trust me, I know. I've heard it every day for the last 3 weeks. So
Okay, the pitch out is this Caleb Silva. He gets tripped up.
That's Caleb Silva brought down in the backfield by number 31, Richie Martino.
This kid Martino's only a freshman, Mike.
Loss of 2. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
He's done a great job offensively and defensively.
playing both ways as a freshman.
He's
That's something.
He's a plucky little player. Good running back and good tackler. Yeah, Coach Chick was talking about him today. Said they had a great freshman. Okay, here we go. Come on. 2:50. Third quarter's going by very slowly. Noftally was in motion. Murphy goes right up the middle, and he gets buried by 3 or 4 Danvers players. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
He got a few, Peter.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he got 4 or 5 yards there. I think. Let's see where this ball is.
But they were negative yard
Yeah.
territory. Yeah, there you
There
go.
we go. All right.
3rd and 7.
Manageable. Let's
Murphy
get
comes
3 or
back
4
in.
more here, and
And we're far enough into their territory, so maybe we can Run a fourth down play.
Run the same
Here we
play.
go. Come on. I hate to be a cheerleader, but we want our boys to score a point. Hands off underneath to Stevie Noel. He gets spun around and tackled. It's going to be 4th and 10. We're going to have deja vu all over again. They're going to try to bury Danvers in their own territory. Revere
I think he's going for it right now.
Revere did a great job on defense the last time Danvers got the ball.
Maybe that's why Chick's saying, let's take a shot at this thing.
Yeah, 4th and 7. It's keeping Murphy on the field.
Fourth and 8.
Okay, Daniel Murphy's on the center. He's got Caleb Silver in the backfield. He goes around to the left. That was his bread and butter play.
Yeah.
He got stalled.
Skylar Politi again on the head. So loss of
Well,
6.
hey, we asked for it, Peter. A little misdirection, a little fake handoff, going a little reverse.
Take over on downs from their own 39-yard line.
Put the ball in Murphy's hands, who's
10 Falcons.
he seems to have gained all the yards tonight.
Yeah, he has. That was his play, going to the left. It didn't materialize. Number 70 has been in on every tackle. Okay, Andreas throws it out to the side. Gets it out, missed tackle.
Yep.
Crosses into Patriot territory. There is a flag after the play.
There we go, Mike.
Yep.
Is it 15 yards against somebody?
Yeah, Murphy took one play off. They threw right through his side, and
17-yard gain.
It's going to be against Revere, Mike.
yeah, hit out of bounds.
That's 15 more yards on the hit out of bounds by the Patriots.
Picky.
Hey, at least they're consistent, right?
We
You
have
got to
s-
say there's got to be a half a dozen both ways,
We
right?
have seen 150 yards and 15-yard penalties. Okay, Danvers has the ball. Revere gives it to him in great territory. Andreas is going to throw it downfield. He overthrows his brother.
Andrews is concentrated for Andrews. Incomplete.
44.6 seconds left in the third quarter, Mike. And there's still a goose egg up there for well, we are the home team tonight, believe it or not. In the home Reds. All right, Andreas and Martino in the backfield. It's a fumble. I mean, Danvers is turning the ball over. I mean, it's just
Ball covered by Nick Andrews.
it's a circus out there.
It's a loss of 4. Third and 14 from the 34.
It's a circus out there with fumbles and penalties and high snap.
Oh, you
Goes out
got
to Martino.
Out to Martino.
He gets
Nice
tackled
tackle.
by number 12. That's Michael Norton's signature tackle, Mike. He upends people with his shoulder pads.
yeah, that was a good tackle right there.
So it
So
was a good tackle, but you know something? You'd like to see them tackle with their arms.
I agree,
I mean, that's a good
especially
tackle,
with how
but-
many missed tackles we've had tonight.
Exactly. You can't tackle somebody like that all the time.
We have a score.
Okay, at the end of the third quarter, Mike,
0.
it's 13-zip. Revere played, I would think, I'd like to say they played a little better that quarter.
Oh, I thought they played a lot better, especially defensively. I think they played much better. But, again, it's tough to tell with all these 15-yard penalties moving them,
Exactly. We're watching Revere TV on what's becoming a cold night in Danvers, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it is dropping.
There's a beautiful half moon, no clouds in the sky. The leaves are turning. There's a chill in the air, and we're playing high school football.
And how about our cameraman, Bob Dunbar, again here tonight?
Look at him. He's a man.
Nothing better to do?
Thursday night. baby. There's Thursday night football tonight somewhere. Pro football. We don't even want to talk about those Patriots. It's a mess in Foxborough right now. It's just a mess. And I never thought it would get to that point.
How the run has been, how long now? 13 years, right?
Yeah, but it's a mess.
Right, 2001 they won their first championship.
Yep.
Yeah, 14 years.
Okay, here comes Danvers. They never stop. They never stop churning. They just keep running plays and running plays. Andreas takes the snap. Rolls around to the right, throws it out. And
Incomplete. Patriots going to get the ball back. You know, they were saying the other day, listening to a few of the sports radio shows, about losing Logan Mankins and not paying him the money. But the Patriots for the last 14 years have always had somebody almost as good as whoever they've let go.
Yeah, you're right.
Receivers or everything. And
Their offensive line is letting them down big time.
And this year, the people that they've let go in the last couple of years, they just have not had the quality
Suitable
replacement. Right.
replacements. I agree. Mankins was big. Something had to happen for him to let him go. Belichick's a dictator. Oh, here we go. Come on, Murph. Danny Murphy takes the snap. Falls back a little bit, throws a nice pass, and it's overthrown right through the hands of Silva. That wasn't a bad pass, Mike.
No, may have been a little high, but
You got to pull him in. You got to pull the passes in.
he actually had some protection there, had some time. Throw the ball, let the route develop.
No, you're right. Caleb Silva had a chance to catch that ball. Fourth quarter here, 10:51 left in the game. Danvers up 13-zip. Okay, Stephen Noel's in the backfield. He could fly.
Yep. Well, that's going backwards. They got to get on the ball.
Wow.
And the Falcons recover.
It was a fumble, Mike.
Yeah, they threw the ball backwards.
Caleb Silva couldn't fall on it. Danvers did.
Number 35, Josh Benzanello, can't move the ball. And the Falcons will take over. First and 10.
Mike, we're going from bad to worse. I'm beginning to agree with the Danvers man. Okay, here we go again. Now it's time for Danvers to take a 15-yard penalty.
Yep.
The way things are going.
Break to the outside.
This kid Martino.
He's in for a touchdown.
There's going to be a flag.
Yep, holding on Danvers.
Right around the 5-yard line.
Let's bring that back.
I predicted it. I'm a mystic.
That's holding against the Falcons. It will go back.
Predictable. 10-yard penalty. They give up the touchdown. I can't even blame the refs.
They've done a great job.
I thought they've done a great job.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Quick out to number 5, Callis.
Number 5, Chris Vallis.
Sidesteps.
He's getting up for a first down, working his way.
Sidesteps 2 Revere players. Gets down to the 1 within the 5-yard line.
First and goal for the Falcons.
We weren't even ready for that play, Peter. We were just standing there.
And that's a touchdown for Richie Martino and the Falcons.
Okay. Danvers goes in again. Revere is biting on this no-huddle offense. They're never ready on defense. When are they going to get it? It's a hard game to watch, Mike. It's 20-0. Actually, it's 19-0.
It's offsides.
And Danvers
Zach Williams kicked up and good.
hits it through. So coming back up the field with 10-12 left in the game. It's Revere losing 20-0. Michael, I don't know what to say. I'm lost for words. They were totally unprepared on that last play. I mean,
the line wasn't even down and set.
That kid could have walked in.
He did
walk in.
He did.
That's correct. Correct. He did. Are they uninterested? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Okay, Danvers is going to kick off to Revere. We got Caleb Silver deep. We got Furlong and Noel up. Let's see if we can put a drive together here. I feel bad for those kids because they're great. They're all great kids. This is a great group of kids on this football team this year. But they just can't seem to gel. You know, the first game of the season, they scored a lot of points, and I thought it was going to be one of those seasons where they're going to be able. Furlong falls on it, knees it down at the 10-yard line.
Zach Dillon's kick locked in to the 10-yard line, covered by James Furlong.
10:04 left in the game. Okay, here we go to the line. Revere has shown spurts tonight, but hasn't been able to put a lot of stuff together. Caleb Silver. It's hard to run when there's...
Yeah, I've been here 2.5 periods now, and that play has not gained more than 1 yard.
Nope.
And I've seen that play run 8 times.
It's hard to run when there's no blocking. I mean,
right? No, yeah.
Let's be frank about it. The blocking is terrible. Okay, here we go back to the line. It's 2nd and 8. We're not going to get anywhere getting 2 yards at a time, Mike. He's got 4 receivers flanked out. Furlong is in motion. Keeps the ball himself, and he gets hit at the line of scrimmage.
Dan Murphy on the keep.
Number 50.
Snow game. 3rd down and 8.
Oh.
Mike, this
Again, I know we talk about it, Peter, but and I'm sure they're trying the misdirection stuff and fake handoffs, and they're doing it all.
We're not implying that they're not trying. It's just not working. Something has to work. Danvers is not a good football team. Murph has the ball. He's being chased again. Gets it off. And it's complete to Caleb Silver.
All right, we got a first down.
Pass 33, Anthony Berry.
8:15 left in the 4th quarter, left in the game. Revere gets a first down. That's their first down in a while, Mike.
Yeah.
On their own. Danvers has given them a number of first downs. Okay, here we go. Murphy is in the shotgun. He takes the ball, throws it across. Ooh. It was off Noftley's fingertips. Just thrown a little too hard.
5, Chris Vallis. 2nd down and 10.
But at least they're trying to move the ball.
Yeah, well, listen, they're gonna have to
trying
throw.
to get it
They're
out
gonna have to
front.
throw the football. That's it. You know what? Hey, at this point, let the kid throw it 20 times now. And maybe that will help next week.
Yep.
It's tough when you only throw 3 or 4 passes a week. I mean, think about it. You're only you're in the 5th game of the season. You got 20 passes underneath your belt.
Well, tonight the Caleb Silver thing is not working. Danvers.
But that play was there too, Peter.
Danvers is keying on him. No, that play was there across the middle. And here he goes again. He's going to throw the ball again. He's going to try to throw it deep. That's incomplete.
Yeah.
3rd and 10.
Throw it up again, Peter. That's all.
Hey. That's what you have to do now.
Oh, you all right?
Yeah.
It's going to be 3rd and 10, Revere.
Third and 10. Murphy's throwing the ball 3 times in a row.
Is it going to be 4? I got a feeling.
Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be more than. There he goes. Goes to the right. No blocking. He gets tackled at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 10. Revere's going to have to give the ball back.
It's Murphy on the carry.
The 2 kids he ran wide, they never even looked for the football. 20 yards down the field, neither one of them had looked for the football at any point.
It baffles me. Because I know Chick prepares them every week. I watch the practices because they have to practice on Ambrose Field where we run cross-country practice. That's a touchdown, Mike.
Yep. Hey, on a fielded punt, Peter.
Exactly. It's a novel idea. Mike, it's 26-0.
Wow. You almost saw that coming.
Doesn't help when you're demoralized either. Untouched. I'm speechless. And it's hard to get me speechless. I got the biggest mouth in the city.
Timeout Danvers.
Timeout Falcons.
Block that.
Yeah.
I think we're all confused here tonight.
Block that point.
It's up and good, Mike. 6:57 left in this game. That's what you want to call it. It's 27-0. I think Danvers is surprised that they're up by that much. 0-3 team. I see Michael Norton limping over there. I see a demoralized group of kids with red shirts on. Here they come. Danvers about to kick off. Caleb Silva, Stevie Noel, James Furlong back. Be nice to see one of them field the kick and run with it. Mike, it's been a long time since Revere scored a touchdown, not just in this game. In 6 minutes and 57 seconds, it'll be 8 quarters at least, and then the 9th from the other
10
game.
quarters, right? They didn't score in that
That's
half
right.
of that.
Yep. They didn't score in the second half against Malden.
10 quarters. That's 100 minutes of football.
110 minutes. There we go. That was picked up by Silva.
Okay, let's throw it 3 more times, Peter. That's my motto right now.
Yeah, they got to throw every time they have the ball now.
Yep. That's all.
I mean, again, I said this last week. We're playing for pride at this point. 6:50. You're getting buried. So let's try to advance the ball and put some points up. Danny Murphy is under center again. Takes the ball, hands it off. 2-yard gain, maybe.
It's going to be second down Revere.
.626, 6:25 left in the game. It's ticking down. You're watching Revere TV. It hasn't been a great game. But our boys are still trying hard. Murphy throws it out. Caught and tackled immediately.
Incomplete. Got knocked down.
Nope, it did get knocked down.
It's incomplete. It's going to be second down and 7. Scratch that. Third down and 7.
It's a delay a game. It's amazing all the land they have up here, though. Have a nice practice field right outside your field.
They're getting a new field in a couple of years.
Are they?
Yeah. I think
Surprised they didn't work it into the
conference.
What?
I think everybody in the Northeast Conference. PB's getting theirs. Salem already has theirs. Swampscott, they all have. Is getting a new field.
Same spot they're putting in their field?
Swampscott?
Yep.
Yep. That's an iconic stadium.
Yeah.
It's been there for years. Stan Bondalevich used to have his teams there when I was in high school. Oh, here we go. Come on, let's go, Revere. Hate to be a cheerleader, but you got to try this now. It's 3rd and 8.
The ball is loose. Covered up by Revere.
That's the 5th or 6th fumble tonight, Mike. We keep talking about turnovers. Silva's going to punt for the 10th time.
Punt goes out right at midfield.
So Danvers going to have the ball at midfield. 5:26 left in the game.
Falcons going to take over first and 10.
They're up by 27 points.
Yep.
Been a while for you?
Hey, the no-huddle offense, I would say, was a big success for Danvers tonight.
Yep.
Because Revere can't figure it out. Revere is not ready on defense. Danvers is snapping the ball while Revere's getting back to the line. Here we go. Same story. Andreas hands it off to
Carried by number 25, Anders Samuelson.
That's not Martino anymore. That's Anders Samuelson, who just carried the ball, number 25.
Second and inches.
Martino might be through for the night. Hands it off to Samuelson, and he gets...
Another run by Anders. First down, Falcons.
Another first down for Danvers. Well, actually, it's not.
Wow, they're not going any slower either, Peter, at this stage in the
No,
game.
they just keep on churning. They keep on...
Keep running plays. Wow, think about how many plays they must have run tonight.
That's number 26.
It has to be in the 80s, Mike.
Cohen, excuse me.
They come every 3 seconds. I mean, it's well, take a nice...
Cohen on the carry.
Nice tackle by 46. We got 4th down. Just like that.
46 is Wes Spagnolo.
You know, they got a first down in that whole mix, and they only held the ball for a minute and a half.
Exactly. It's amazing. You know, I mean, I'm not sure how a high school team does that. I mean, does this kid have all the plays in his head? They don't even confer with the sidelines unless they're getting signaled somehow.
Are they allowed to have those helmets that you can talk into?
I don't think so.
Takes a Falcon bounce down to the 5.
That doesn't help.
It's a 41-yard punt by Dempsey.
789, I got a shot. 789, I don't got a shot, huh?
3:25 left in the game.
789.
You know, Peter, I'd just like to see him get some points on the board. You know, help roll into next week, get something that they can build on.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum. I mean, we haven't had momentum in 2 games. Okay, I think we're going to see Murphy throw the ball. I mean, if he hands it off this time, it's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
It is a wrap. My God. Okay. The clock isn't winding down fast enough for my liking.
Stephen Knoll on the carry.
Hand it off to Noel. Does the best he can. Danvers has just been...
We haven't even seen much of Silva tonight. I mean,
No.
He's kind of disappeared the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, he was hurt last week, but he's alone in the backfield now. 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff again, Mike.
3rd and 5.
On the carry.
Maybe. Nope. No gain.
3rd and 7.
That chair is about an hour and a half late, Peter.
It's just it's amazing. It just is amazing that we can be so stagnant. It's hard not to be negative. I'm sorry, fans.
Yeah.
I'm really.
How many people we had for the Medford game, and it's really thinned out after a couple of losses.
Yep. Well, it is a Thursday night. I'm not going to, here comes Murph around to the right.
Yeah.
No blocking. He gets tackled. It's going to be 4th down, 1:40.
Stan Murphy taken down by Matt Andreas. So a 4th down and 5.
Okay. It's going to come dead at the 45-yard line
45-yard line.
of Revere.
Falcons will take over in Revere territory.
And another 15-yard penalty coming Danvers' way.
First and 10.
Another flag, another 15 against Revere.
It's going to go against Revere?
Who's pointing towards Revere?
No, it's going to be
it's going to
Danvers.
go against Danvers.
Yeah, he just got his north-south confused for a second.
15 yards.
Wow, I cannot believe how many we've seen these tonight.
10, Mike, at least.
Yeah.
5 on each team.
You get, in Danvers, it has at least 5, right? I mean, that's not an exaggeration.
No,
I mean, we've been known to exaggerate in the past, but they have at least 5.
They got a new quarterback, but the same scheme. Hands it under the 25. 25 keeps churning for 5 yards.
Well, we'll have a play and a half left here, Peter, and then we'll be able to call it a night.
It's a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5.
the new quarterback. Is that 85, Mike? Yep, Mike Nestor. He juggles the snap, still retains the ball.
Zach Dillon, the quarterback.
And
Zach Dillon.
Fumbled the snap, taken down by number
umpire's going to go a little slow and then blow the whistle.
for Revere.
And that's all they'll have to run now, Peter.
10 seconds left of the game. A dejected Revere squad. It's going to be a long ride home. The game is over, Mike.
Yep.
Final score. Danvers 27. They gained their first. They gained their first win of the season. Michael, Revere's 1-3, and it's going to be a long week at practice for the Patriots.
Well,
Okay. Here comes the camera, Mike.
all right.
Take a look. Hey, I got a smile on my face because we got a bunch of great kids on this team. They're just not playing great football right now, Michael.
Yeah.
You know, they just have to regroup. They haven't scored in 10 quarters now.
And I think you're right, Peter. Again, bunch of great kids on this team. But they have to at some point in time say, hey, you know, we're a football team, and
Exactly.
and football is a contact sport, and somebody's got to hit somebody eventually. So
I just want to say that I know they're not unprepared because I see Chick practicing with them tonight. They just look confused.
yeah,
You know, especially on defense, you got the no-huddle offense. They were snapping the ball when these kids were still getting up off the ground. Danvers did a great job.
well, I'm sure they prepared for the no-huddle offense, Peter, but I'm not sure they could prepare for that many plays that fast. You know, I mean, it didn't stop. Like I said, they ran 5 or 6 plays, got a first down,
Yeah.
only took a minute and a half off the clock.
Danvers
when they
must
wanted to waste time.
They must
there.
have run 80 or 90 plays tonight. So the Revere fans are filing out. It's a Thursday night. It's going to be a strange feeling for these kids tomorrow because they got to go back to school after taking a beating like this. Usually they have a Saturday to,
Yeah.
rest up. But we're going to come next week, and we're with them. Win or lose, we're with them. We want to say good night. Emily D's here. We want to say good night from Danvers. This is Peter DiGiulio along with
Mike Hinojosa.
and we're going to say hug your kids, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Good night.